Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Tyler from Valve News Network, and today I'm going to be talking about everything you need to know about Steam VR and Valve's entrance into the VR marketplace. Here we go. So we all now know that HTC is partnering up with Valve for the creation of their new VR headset, but here is a brief history of everything that has led up to Valve releasing its own virtual reality headset. Starting with on October 6, 2012, Oculus Rift Kickstarter is released with a video that has appearances from Valve developer Michael Abrash and Gabe Newell.
I got to meet Palmer Luckey and try out the Oculus Rift. And I have to say, it was a very exciting moment. Could be the beginning of a whole new industry that leads us eventually to having true augmentation all the time, every place.
It looks incredibly exciting. If anybody's going to tackle these set of hard problems, we think that Palmer's going to do it. So we'd strongly encourage you to support this Kickstarter.
It is seen that Gabe very much supports anything in regards to virtual reality and really wants to see this project funded. Later, it is funded, and on March 18th, 2013, Team Fortress 2 is updated to add support for Oculus Rift, being one of the first games to officially support the peripheral. Now, leading up to the Steam Dev Days conference on January 6, 2014, it was announced that Valve would be showing off their own proprietary VR headset. And at the Steam Dev Days conference itself, Valve shows off this demonstration, and it is incredibly well received. Everybody was saying it was light years ahead of anything that Oculus Rift was doing, although they had no plans to commercially release this headset at the time. What the headset looked like was leaked online, and the headset itself was only used in one small room at the Dev Days conference. Valve also gave many talks at the Steam Dev Days regarding the Steam Box and the Steam controller, but also the future of VR, and Michael Abrash, the guy in charge of wearable technology at Valve, gave many talks, including a talk at GDC where he discussed the difficulties of VR, and that was on January 17th, 2014. Also on January 14th, 2014, Valve releases Steam VR in beta, which is a virtual reality form of the big picture mode into Steam itself. Also in the Steam store, there's a virtual reality game category added. On March 4th, 2014, in the Gabe Newell AMA, Gabe is asked about VR, and Newell responded with Michael Abrash was thinking about doing VR for a while and started to get serious around 2 years ago. Remember, this was in 2014, and he thought that we'd reached the point where the major problems of VR were getting solvable. 2, that user input with virtual reality is hard, and we haven't yet seen a solution. It's the next round of problems we have to tackle. It's kind of difficult to be able to have a person use a keyboard when they can't see that keyboard. And 3, Source 2 is working fantastically with virtual reality and expects Source 2 to fully support VR upon its release. Now, all of this talk about virtual reality pretty much came to a halt after the Gabe Newell AMA, where Valve was pretty much silent from that point on up until March 1st, 2015, when HTC announces its partnership with Valve in the creation of their VR headset, the Vive. Valve will be holding conferences about the headset and virtual reality at GDC 2015, and I am very excited for anything that Valve is going to be doing in the future. This headset is supposedly going to have a full commercial release by the holidays in 2015, although this is Valve, so it might take much longer for this thing to come out. But it has been stated by multiple people that have tried the demo back in early 2014 that this is light years ahead of anything that Oculus Rift is doing, and Valve very much knows what they're doing in the VR marketplace. This, however, will not be the only thing that Valve will talk about at GDC or the VJxiVJdPaWo conference, and I know that for sure. So stay tuned for any kind of future Valve updates regarding GDC, Valve, and Chet Falsek at the VJxiVJdPaWo conference. Even if they do just talk about VR, I will report on it, so subscribe and stay tuned for that. But anyways, that was a brief history roundup of Steam VR and Valve's entrance into the VR marketplace and everything you need to know about Steam VR. If you like this video, click like, subscribe, comment, favorite, do all that stuff. It really helps me out. Why don't you go check out my Twitch channel where I do Valve-related live streams all the time, and my second channel, Valve News Extra, where I upload littler Valve videos all the time. But thanks for watching, guys. In case you don't know, I am Tyler McVicker. This is Valve News Network. Adios.